Welcome back to the Imperfect Dollar. I'm Brittany. Today is June 20th, 2025. The summer EBT program has now kicked off. Lawmakers have passed stricter junk food purchase restrictions in some states, and new work requirements for able-bodied adults without dependents have begun. Let's discuss it, but first be sure to tap the like and subscribe buttons if you want to hear more updates in the future. Also, share this video with a friend who needs to know what's going on. During the summer months, a lot of children lose access to free or low-cost meals because they're no longer attending school. Throughout the school year, in the early morning hours before school starts and just at the beginning of their school day, they can get a free or low-cost meal, and at lunchtime as well. Sometimes they're even given some snacks too. But once the summer kicks in, they're at home, and as parents, we have to work, and you may not be able to afford that extra meal or two because your child is now home, especially if your income is really tight. But there is the summer EBT program, also known as Some Bucks in some states, that has kicked off. And this is not just the first year, it's ongoing. It has continued from last year. It provides $120, equivalent to $40 per month during the months of June, July, and August. The Summer EBT program is a USDA initiative that offers extra financial assistance to buy food during the school vacation period. So if you are a parent and you're really concerned about how you're going to be able to feed your hungry kids throughout the summer and your money is really tight, then I advise you to apply for this program. Now, some families will automatically receive this if you're already in the EBT program, but some families may not, so you may have to apply. If you happen to be a parent and you didn't receive anything in the mail about the summer EBT program, it may be because you didn't meet their automatic certification requirements. It says children who do not automatically qualify but live in households with income below 185% of the poverty level, for example, less than $47,767 per year for a family of three. In some states, there are other conditions that apply. If you live in Illinois, it says they began between May 19th and May 26, 2025 for individuals who automatically qualified. So now's the time to apply if you haven't received anything in the mail already, if you live in the state of Illinois. In New York, it says eligibility letters from June 2nd and deposits were available from June 18th, 2025. So it just began. It also says if you live in New York and it did not arrive before August 1st, it is advisable to call 1-833-452-0096. If you live in California, new cards are sent or loaded onto existing ones during June. The full amount of $120 has been available since the beginning of June. So check for that. If you happen to live in Michigan, it says they loaded $120 during the month of May onto existing cards, or they sent new ones. And it says the application deadline was April 15th to receive from May, but it will remain open until August 31st. So if you missed the deadline for Michigan, don't worry, you still have time. It says all the way until August 31st. So you just may receive the money a little bit late. They're saying for this program, make sure to check your EBT account because you may not realize that the money is already in there because you may have automatically been certified for this program. They may also send letters in the mail, so check your mail. I know how easily it can be when you think that you have junk mail, you just kind of toss it in the garbage. Be careful. Or if you come home after a hard days of work and you put it on the side, it may be in that stack of papers. You want to pay attention to that because this summer EBT program could be really vital for your children to make sure that they are getting fed well and they are healthy for the summer. Now, things that you can buy with the summer EBT program coupons: you can buy fruit, vegetables, meat, dairy, cereals, bread, beans, and juices. But it says that it is forbidden to buy prepared food, and not hot food, but it just says prepared food, household items, personal hygiene, alcoholic beverages, or pet food. I don't think that it's right that you can't buy personal hygiene products because if you have a child, I know this is mainly meant for food to feed them, but they may need deodorant, they may need body wash, soap, right? It's the summertime, they're sweating. If you have a female child, they may need menstrual pads or tampons. These are things that they need, and you as a parent need to be able to take care of them. But this is what they're allowing you to buy. So it is still a really good benefit for the summer program. If you're currently receiving food stamp or SNAP benefits, you need to be aware that some changes are going to occur when it comes to things that you can purchase, like soda and junk food. A lot of states are seeking waivers from the Trump administration to be able to ban these from public food programs. This comes out of the MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. The Department of Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rowland signed waivers with 3 states on Tuesday, June 10th, allowing them to prohibit participants of the government's supplemental nutrition program from buying junk food like soda and candy through the social welfare program. The latest states to obtain waivers from the federal government were Arkansas, Idaho, and Utah. They're going to begin banning junk food within the federally administered but state-operated public assistance program that provides food stamps to low-income individuals. And Texas is another one that has gotten approved recently as well. Texas is expected to start banning junk food from these food assistance programs to be able to be purchased around September 1st, 2025. As for Utah and Idaho, the effect will take place on January 1st, 2026. And in Arkansas, individuals have until July 1st, 2026. Now, I don't think that they should ban all junk food items. And I'm sure there are going to be some items that you can still purchase, but I don't think there's anything wrong with people who have a low income that want to purchase soda sometimes or some chips, cookies, ice cream. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem comes when you see people like this who are on low incomes and on these food assistance programs, and they purchase tons of junk for themselves and their family. That's not healthy. And it is kind of wasting some of our taxpayer money because that's where the money is actually coming from. I think that needs to stop. There needs to be a limit on it, but to stop them from purchasing all junk food or all soda, I don't think that's right. Because even me, I'm not on these programs, but I like to buy cookies sometimes, chips and different things, and I'm healthy. And I'm sure there are a lot of low income families and individuals that are on these programs that are healthy too. They just like a snack once in a while. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure that it's going to be different from state to state. I'll provide some updates in the future when I can get the full list of what is going to be banned, because I'm sure you're going to want to know that. But you guys let me know in the comments below. Do you think that this is right to ban soda, candy, chips, cookies, and things from these SNAP or food stamp programs? I don't think that they should ban all of these items. You can still be healthy, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying a few of these once in a while. If you're an able-bodied adult without dependents and you are part of the SNAP program, you need to know that some key changes have been made to the SNAP program. They are expanding work requirements, benefit amounts are being adjusted, and some states are evolving their policies. It's more important than ever to stay informed, so make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and you have the notification bell turned on, because I will have more updates about the SNAP program in the future. Now, the work requirements that have been expanded, the age range is now up to 54 years old. Before, it was capped at 49 years old. So they've added 5 years to that age range. The activity requirement, individuals must complete at least 80 hours per month of work, job training, or approved community service to continue receiving benefits. And that might not be easy, especially if at the job that you're working at, they're cutting your hours. So you need to make sure that you try to get these hours to stay within the program. They also have time limits. Failure to meet these criteria could result in a time-limited benefit window, typically 3 months within a 3-year period. And there are some exemptions. So if you are pregnant, you're a veteran, you're a homeless adult, if you're a person with disabilities, or you have barriers to be able to work a regular job, and those caring for children or incapacitated family members, you have an exemption. Now, the monthly benefit adjustments, if you're an individual recipient, they are seeing that an average increase of around $10 per month is happening. So that's actually a good thing. A family of 4 can now receive up to $975 per month, depending on the state. There's also a higher benefit cap that exists in states with elevated cost of living, like Hawaii, Alaska, and parts of New York and California. Since SNAP is federally funded but state administered, some of these states are implementing it in different ways. It's going to take some time for these changes to take effect. For example, some states are requesting waivers to delay the work requirement enforcement in areas with high unemployment or limited job training options. Others are rolling out digital tools to help recipients track hours and report employment activity more easily. And any administrative errors or misdocumentation could cause temporary disruptions. So it's essential that you stay on top of your required paperwork. You don't want to end up losing your benefits because you didn't stay on top of it. With all of the changes that I mentioned, you want to make sure that you stay prepared and you protect your benefits so that you don't lose them. Make sure to keep your documents updated regularly, your proof of income, your ID, your utility bills. Respond promptly when you get any requests for information from your local Department of Social Services. And make sure that you explore any job training programs that will help you meet the work requirements. Also, ask about any exemptions, because if you believe that you are qualified for one of them, you might actually qualify. And that may help you to be able to keep your benefits. Now, you guys let me know in the comments below, what do you think about all the changes that have been made to SNAP? And go ahead, check out this video next. Of course, hit the like button, share this video with a friend who could use this type of information, and subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourselves.